What's up, YouTube? So I picked up the M5 iPad Pro, and while I love this device, it's super thin, it's super light, it seems to be pretty durable. I know I needed a keyboard and case to cover up this device. And whenever I was doing my research, of course you could pick up the Magic Keyboard, but the Magic Keyboard does not offer any protection at all. So you would have to use another brand's like protection case in order to protect your iPad and the Magic Keyboard. And that setup alone would be stupid expensive. So I wanted a solution that came with a screen protector, that came with a keyboard, and came with some type of protection case. And I've worked with ESR in the past. And when I saw that ESR had a Rebound Keyboard Case combo, I knew it was exactly what I needed for my M5 iPad Pro. Let me show you guys what it looks like here. So this Rebound magnetic case comes in two pieces. We have the actual case here, which protects your iPad Pro all the way around. And whenever you put this guy on, it is absolutely immaculate. You know what it feels like? It feels like a really, really thin version of like an OtterBox or something. Like it gives me those vibes. And this actually feels extremely light as well. And then there's actually a cutout at the top of this case that allows you to magnetize your Apple Pencil Pro. So that is excellent. I absolutely love this case. Here at my house, I've got 3 kids and it gets kind of wild. So I definitely want to cover up my iPad Pro. And then of course, the star of the show is the keyboard itself. Now this is a magnetic keyboard from ESR. So the magnetic case magnetizes to the keyboard. And this is actually a Bluetooth keyboard. And here is the setup. And like I said, you have this thin and nice and protective case that magnetizes to the keyboard itself. So you get this excellent full-size backlit keyboard that rivals the Magic Keyboard. And then you also get a full trackpad as well. Now the trackpad is funny because it clicks like a mouse more so than Magic Keyboard does. So whenever you actually click inputs, it clicks, which personally I like. I hate having keyboards where you are clicking the trackpad and you don't know that you're clicking the trackpad because it doesn't click. So I do like the trackpad on this Rebound case. It's smooth, it's fluid, and like I said, it actually clicks, which is something I like in my keyboards. You get full access to all of the Mac iPadOS features with the Control, Option, and Command keys. And then you also get a function key as well that allows you to use the function key to use different features on top of the keyboard. So you have access to the volume controls, the brightness controls, the keyboard brightness and colors as well. So this is an excellent keyboard to type on, to use whenever you're using the trackpad. I haven't had any issues at all using this keyboard with my iPad Pro. And for me, I feel like the keys are spaced out in a way that is easily usable and natural for me as well. Sometimes whenever you get these 11-inch sized keyboards, they're not very easy to type on, but I really enjoy typing on this ESR keyboard. And I love how this keyboard has a timer as well. So like I said, what you do is you connect it to your iPad Pro using Bluetooth. And the keyboard itself will go to sleep after 10 minutes of an activity. And to wake it up, all you have to do is just hit one of the keys and you're back and connected to your iPad. And I've noticed that this keyboard connects very quickly to my iPad Pro whenever it is coming from sleep and reconnecting to Bluetooth, or whenever the iPad is fully turned off and you're turning it back on to reconnect automatically to this keyboard. So the Bluetooth feature is not an issue at all. I will say one thing that is missing from this keyboard is the pass-through charging ability. So since this keyboard has its own built-in magnetic system, it is not using the Apple pins at the back of the iPad. Now, the downside of that is you cannot use the USB-C port that is on this keyboard as a second USB-C port on your iPad Pro. But whenever you look at this keyboard and the price of this keyboard being like a third of what the Magic Keyboard is, that's not really that big of a deal. And I will leave you a link down below for you all to check this out because it is a very good deal, and my link particularly will save you 25% off on not only this product, but all ESR products on their website. And the hinge here seems to go pretty far back in terms of tilting, and it tilts forward as well, just as easy. But one cool thing about this magnetic case is you can actually magnetize your iPad in different orientations. So you can magnetize it in this orientation, you can magnetize it back in the standard orientation, or if need be, you can actually lift up your iPad and magnetize this keyboard at a higher orientation. So this is coming in handy for me at my standing desk if I use my standard standing position whenever I am using my Mac Mini. So you can lift up this keyboard to give you better leverage or better viewability of your iPad Pro, depending on what you're doing. And that works either in the portrait orientation. So you see, you can go down or back up, which is awesome. And like I said, of course, it works in this orientation as well. Up, mid, and back at standard. This is an excellent feature. This is an excellent design, very unique feature. I love it. And then whenever you close your keyboard case, of course, your screen will turn off because it recognizes that something closed into it. And then you have this strap here. Now I'm using just a random case on my Apple Pencil Pro. And this ESR keyboard actually has a flap, which the flap to me is amazing because whenever I take my iPad Pro and I put the iPad Pro in my bag, the pencil always gets lost in my bag if I don't have some type of flap system or like carrying cubby. So I love that this has the flap, and of course the flap is magnetic as well. I really love this keyboard. It is absolutely excellent. Then I also installed their Armorite screen protector. Now, they say that this screen protector is 7 times stronger than other screen protectors on the market. But the thing with them is that, for one, you get more than one screen protector in the box, and their install is extremely easy as well. You literally take your iPad, clean it up real fast with the alcohol wipe and with the microfiber cloth that they give you. You put the iPad in the tray, and then you pull out a tab and it installs the screen protector on your device. It is definitely one of the easiest on the market. And the screen protector for me has been extremely clear and extremely responsive with my Apple Pencil as well, which is one thing I look for in my screen protectors. So yeah, if you want to check out any of these products, like I said, I have a 25% off coupon for all of ESR's products. Like I said, ESR, they have accessories for your iPhones, your Galaxies, your chargers, stands. They have amazing stands as well. And for your iPad, you can get a folio case, you can get a Apple Pencil alternative pencil that is for a much better price. They have a lot of different products. So let me know down below how you all like ESR's products, and I will see you all in the next one.